What's up everyone, Bei here bringing you My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And today in this video, I would like to introduce the top 10 UR characters for the upcoming Ultra Arena this Thursday. Now, we don't know the details of the arena, so the evaluation may change later, but I have selected the characters who have good skills, which will be strong in PvP system. So here we go. First up is Ochako Green. So what's good I think about her is her plus ultra gives critical rate up, and she can counter and heal the party and give dodging status, so she can buff the party in terms of critical rate and also heal the party. And there's only two characters with heal skill in this game. It's Ochako or Yaoyorozu for UR, that is. Having this heal ability is already good. And what I think will be even better, especially in Arena, is Arena probably will need speed, right? The quicker you can move, the more advantage you'll have. So her passive increases right here, her speed when she is dodging status. So with her action skill, which heals the party and gives dodging status to all the allies, she will also on top of that have speed up, which will make her even quicker. And by making her quicker, that means she can either heal or do other skills before anyone else, which is gonna make her strong. And if you look at her from the opponent point of view, you want to get rid of her dodging status as quick as possible. So even if you usually want to attack other characters, you want to attack Ochako before anyone else so that you can get rid of this dodging status. So with these skills, she's probably one of the best supporter in the game for sure. She has been in the past and she'll continue to be even after the arena comes. Next up is movie Shoto. Sorry, I'm looking at this screen because I don't have this character on me, but this Shoto, first of all, his plus ultra. So this gives 600% damage, and on top of that, it can give freeze status with high possibility and or bind status, which is good. So whatever you can give to the opponent, it'll stop the enemy from doing anything, which is really strong. And on top of that, his action skill 1, this gives damage to all enemies, and this might also give burn status, which will continue to give damage, and that will be strong. And plus, this will boost Shoto's skill power by 30%. And also his action skill 2 gives freeze status to the enemy, and if this happens, the enemy can't move for one turn. And also this will give 30% damage cut on top of that to all party members, which is also strong. And going to his passive skills are also good. So for 3 turns he gets 40% power buff. This is just simply good. And if you can put another pro hero in your team, he gets additional 40% power buff. So he's not only able to support your party members with all these supportive buffs, but also can be DPS himself with all the power buffs that he has on him. And of course, the initial green Shoto. This character is also strong, and he has similar skills and effects as the movie Shoto, but both his action skills hits the entire enemy, which is very good. And of course, as you know, these give either freeze status or burn status to, there's a possibility to give these status to all enemy members. So you can either give additional damage or you can give freeze status, which can stop them from moving. So that is strong, right? And his plus ultra can give burn and freeze status. Well, it might be one or the other, but you might give both, which is going to be strong as well. So the first passive skill is when your HP is above 50%, right? The plus ultra gauge will go up by 35%. And then the second one, when his HP goes below 50%, his power will go up by 40%. And if it goes down below 30%, when he gets attacked by the enemy, he will give freeze status to the enemy, which is good too. So he not only can be an attacker, but he can give all these special status effects to the enemy, which will be annoying for sure. Next up is Purple Bakugou, and let's look at his passive skills first. So to be honest, his passive skill 1, which is he gradually gets 5% attack power or skill power every turn consumed. So at the end, when it comes to 8 turns, he's gonna have 40% buff. This I don't think is that useful because I don't think a match would last that long. Maybe if the arena gives you like much more HP to make it last longer or something, if the system is like that, maybe this is gonna be strong. But if not, I don't think there's many occasions where this will be useful. So for his second passive skill, he gets additional power boost for the first 3 turns. The more HP you have, the more buff you'll get. And also, when his HP is above 50%, he gets 30% buff on speed. So these aren't that really great, to be honest, but what makes him so good is his plus ultra and one of the action skill, which makes the opponent defense debuff by 15% for the action skill and 30% for the plus ultra. This, if you've used this type of skills in the past for like USJ or whatever, you know how strong this is. You can max out the damage at the end if you have enough debuffs and attack power. So this is gonna be a strong skill. And also, another action skill will boost his plus ultra gauge by 30%, which matches really well. And moreover, all these skills, including his plus ultra because of this boost, can be used really quickly. He's a unique character. He's not like directly strong character, but with these debuffs and quick cool time, I think he's one of the best. And of course, Shinso-kun. So this guy, like Bakugou, has debuffs on opponent defense, which is really strong as I explained earlier. So that's already strong. And also he has his plus ultra, which gives confusion for 2 turns, I think it was, which is really annoying. Confusion will make him not able to use any skills, plus he might attack their own allies, right? So this is going to be really strong, and this has high possibility. So that's annoying. And also his passive skills. So when his HP goes under 50%, he becomes stronger in terms of power, plus he gets 50% up on the plus ultra gauge, which will make him be able to use another plus ultra, which was already annoying on the first time. Yeah. And then the second passive, when the battle starts for the first 3 turns, he's in a situation where he gets more boost on the gauge of plus ultra. So he'll be able to use plus ultra for the first time quicker than other characters, which is good. And also he gives minus 30% for the critical rate of the opponent. So like Bakugou, he's gonna be annoying in terms of debuffing the opponent defense, and as I said, that is really strong. And also his plus ultra can make the opponent confused, and this status is really annoying, as you know, right? So yeah, with these abilities, he's gonna be really strong, and if you can use him together with that previous Bakugou, combining these debuffs together, you can really max out the damage to 99,999. So I think this guy will be annoying and strong as a debuffing supporter. So next up is All Might. This guy, as you know, can be obtained from the shop with the VE Tower medals. So eventually, if you're playing VE Tower, whether it's A level, S level, whatever, you'll be eventually able to get this character. So that is good, and I think this guy is one of the best character in the game up to date. He's one of the strongest attacker type character, with his plus ultra being a boost to all allies plus ultra gauge by 50%, which is good because being able to shoot plus ultra before the enemy will give big advantage in this match, right? So yeah, this should be good. And his attack skill or action skill is a villain killer. So when the opponent is villain, he's gonna be even stronger, which makes the environment, sort of, it's hard for people to use villain characters because characters like him or Deku, they have villain killers, and that's gonna be really tough for villain users. Yeah, of course, on the other hand, Shigaraki has pro hero killer, so that's the opposite, but yeah. And also, his second action skill fills up his plus Ultra Gush all the way. Yeah. And his passive skills are also good as well, right here. So, first one boosts his power by 40% when HP is above 50. And once it goes below 50, the second passive, his power boost will be 50% plus he will stay up with HP 1 even when he was supposed to go down. So these are really good. So this makes him even a stronger attacking character. One thing that is negative, of course, as you know, is that his auto skill or passive skills power buff goes down gradually every turn by 3%. So, it's like the anime, So that's one thing. But yeah, even with that, he's strong. And last thing to add is that all his skills have very high attack stats. Look at the percentage right here, 400, 750. It's really strong already there, which makes him a really strong, one of the best, strongest attacking character. And another strong attacking character, Blue Deku. This guy, I think, is one of the strongest attacking character together with the All Might, and these action skills that he has matches really well. First, you use the Delaware Smash to decrease enemy speed, and then Detroit Smash to get additional 50% damage. So with these, his power will boost so much that he's gonna be a really strong attacker, and lowering the opponent's speed in arena should also be really, really good because speed will be more important in arena type of game. So yeah, that's another thing. But moreover, his passive skills, I think, is the most important part of his strength. They are, just too good, both of them. First, when his HP is above 50%, he gets 50% attack boost. So, that makes him a strong attacker. But then once the HP goes below 50%, he gets dodging status times 3. This is just too OP. Because, he's already a strong attacker, but once his HP goes below 50%, he'll be able to dodge enemy attacks, which will make him survive longer and, stay there as the attacking character of your team. So that is going to be really strong for your team and very annoying for the opponent team. Yeah, of course, there are ways to go over him, like use characters that can hit multiple hits so that you can just waste his dodging status right away. But other than that, right, this guy, first he's strong and then second he's able to dodge. So, it's just so very good. Yeah, so this guy will still be one of the best, I think, even in arena. He was already really good in many other stages, but yeah, even in arena, I think he's gonna be one of the best character. And the purple Izawa. This latest character, like the yellow Izawa, this character has similar debuff skills, but this one is more weighted on attacking power. His plus Ultra can buff his skill power when opponent's skill is down, and also gets rid of 2 buffs on the enemy. This is gonna be good because buffs and debuffs in arena will be really important, I think. So, by being able to take away 2 of the buffs that the enemy is having, this is gonna be really good and annoying. Yeah, and his action skill, it's pretty strong, and it can bind the enemy as usual. Izawa can bind most of the times, and the second one here is unique. So this is a really good debuff skill. So it gets rid of 2 of the enemy buffs, like the plus Ultra. Plus, he can debuff speed and skill power at the same time. So this is gonna be really great. And his passive skills are really crazy. First of all, like Toga and Mineta, Izawa has 15% on the original critical stats right here, right? So normally most of the characters have 10, whereas this guy has 15. So he already has advantage there on critical. But with his passive skills, on top of this, when his HP is above 50%, the rate goes up by 25%, and it even gives 15% to all ally UA 1A characters, students that is. So he not only buffs himself, but he buffs his teammates as well. And I'm talking about arena. This is an arena evaluation, but when it comes to VE tower, this guy's crazy too, by the way, because critical is important, right? So yeah. And on top of this, when he hits critical, his skill power goes up by 40%. And with all of these combined, it is really good. So as I said initially, this guy is more weighted on attack compared to the yellow Izawa, but this guy, as you can tell, is really great, right? Yes, and of course, Yellow Izawa. He will be one of the most annoying characters to go up against. I personally think this guy is even worse compared to the purple Izawa, who was already really annoying. And the reason for that is the first action skill is it takes away enemies' buff, one of them, right? So yeah, it's like purple Izawa. And then, but the second one is what's most annoying because it blocks enemy from using both skills and plus ultra for 2 turns. Not being able to use skills for 2 turns is really big because not only you'll lose your damage, but also you won't be able to create the skill chain, which increase the plus ultra gauge, right? So it's gonna stop the enemy from increasing the plus ultra gauge, which is good, right? It's not only about decreasing the damage you'll get, but yeah, so it's gonna be really good. And not to mention, both these skills only take 3 and 4 turns to cool down. This is so good. This is so good. So he'll be able to use more skills than the opponent, and yeah, that makes it even worse. And don't forget, his plus ultra here is also good because it blocks skills and gets rid of all buffs of the enemy. So it's like 2 action skills combined, his plus ultra, right? So that's really good. In addition to this, with his passive, he buffs all pro hero attacks by 30% and buffs himself on the speed by 30%. So if you use All Might and Endeavor together, he's gonna be a really good supporter as well. So this guy, he's annoying, he can support the team. I personally think he might be the best character to use, yeah. And last but not least, Red Kirishima. Who thought he was gonna be ranked so high when the game first came out? I checked out many YouTubes and websites that cover this game, but no one said this character is top tier. But today, with no doubt, he's one of the best characters. Because he is a precious tank character. There's no other tank character in UR like him. And look at his skills and all his abilities. His skills link very well with both actions, cutting 40% damage and plus ultra, which give him the barrier for 3 turns. Also, he can make all enemy attacks to concentrate to him as well. So he's already hard, but then he makes all the enemies attack to him, which will allow his party members to live longer and attack. So it's gonna be really strong and annoying, right? You have to get rid of this Kirishima first before you can even touch the other party members. So by putting DPS characters like All Might or Deku together, Kirishima will take all the damage, and while he gets all the damage, by the time Kirishima is down, maybe you can already have 2 of the enemy characters down, right? So that's gonna make him strong. And moreover, right, the more he gets hit with critical, his plus ultra goes up by 15%. So for example, if the enemy has multi-hit type of skills, right? If both of these hits gets critical, he gets boost for both these damages. So if you get 2 critical damages at once, then he gets 30% boost on the plus ultra gauge. So then at the end he'll be able to do another plus ultra, and that will give him additional 3 turns of barrier again. So that's gonna be OP. Yeah. So that is it for this time's tier ranking that I think is best, because Arena is coming this Thursday. Well, this might change once we see the actual system of Arena, but I personally think these skills is what's important, and I evaluated these characters with the skills, how good they are and how annoying they are. So I don't think it's gonna drastically change. So I think for those who have these characters, you should look forward to the Arena. Yeah. So that is it for this time's video. Please do sub and like the video if you thought it was helpful, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.